TedBass.com here. One of the questions that I've been getting a lot recently through my website and my YouTube channel is how do you prepare for tournament bass fishing? And I don't do a ton of tournaments. I primarily fish for fun, but we're in luck. I actually have a tournament tomorrow that we're fishing in, so I figured I'd take you guys through my routine and my setup. And I think my setup's probably a lot different than most anglers. I live in downtown Baltimore City in a row house that was built about 100 years ago, so there's not a ton of room. I don't have a garage or really a backyard. It's just a, 14, 16 foot wide, 30, 40 foot deep house. So I do everything in my living room. I know it drives Katie, my fiance, absolutely crazy. She doesn't have anywhere to put her stuff because I have baits all over the place, but she's still with me. So I guess I could cross that bridge if there's a threat down the road. Anyway, back to preparing for a tournament. So my first necessity is some music. So I really like cranking out some tunes while I'm getting ready. I feel like it allows me to be a little bit looser, a little bit more clear of thought, and just a little bit more calm and relaxed, and not really getting hyped up for that tournament. So right now I have Walk the Moon there doing an acoustic set in Southern California, which I think is perfect for me. The second thing that I have are all my rods. So every rod that I'm planning on bringing out tomorrow, I have with me so I can get ready this afternoon. And then the next thing that I have, my tackle. Pretty self-explanatory. So I actually just picked up some new baits today at a new tackle shop right in Baltimore, north of Baltimore. It's called Anglers Express. Let me try to zoom in here for you guys. Eric, the owner, him and Chris, they're fantastic. They've given me a lot of really great advice over the last few months, and it's the first bass fishing place that we've ever had in Baltimore since I've been here, so I'm really appreciative of having them here locally that I can talk to about how to fish our specific bodies of water. The next thing that I have, which I think is probably one of the more important things, would be my laptop. So every night before a tournament, I'm going on here and I'm looking at how are the pros actually catching the fish in the given conditions that I'm going to be fishing in tomorrow. So we have stained water, post front. I think it's probably going to be raining again tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going on YouTube and I'm searching for what the actual professionals are doing in these types of conditions. So you can see the Fluke Master here, Gene Jensen. Gene's been an inspiration to me. He's taught me a ton about bass fishing, and I'll probably never know 1/100,000th of what Gene knows about bass fishing. So, like I always say, visit bassresource.com for all your bass fishing needs. The next deal I have is a map. So this is a map of the specific body of water that I'm fishing. It's actually a pretty well done contour map, and that's important because it allows me, before I even get out to the body of water, to come up with a plan. And what I'm thinking about tonight is, where am I going to start? What are the points that I want to fish at? And where do I want to end so that I can make sure I'm back to the boat ramp in the allotted amount of time? And I think it's important to stay nimble as a tournament fisherman, but I think it's more important to actually go into each day having a plan. So I'm probably going to spend about an hour on that tonight. So that way I'm not just going in there trying to diagnose the situation and figure out just with my electronics where I'm going to be going and fishing during that day. The next thing that I have, my split ring pliers and some hooks. So I'm going through all of my treble hooks and I'm replacing them out. So you want these things to be super, super sharp, so that way, right when you go to set the hook, that there's no issue with a dull hook having to penetrate that fish's mouth, especially in conditions like we're in now, where the fish are coming out of deep water and have really, really hard mouths. So you want some sharp hooks that are going to go right through the fish's mouth, and you can get that fish in the boat. The next thing that I'm doing is I'm making sure that all the baits that I plan on fishing are tied on to a rod. So you'll see that here we have a Texas rig Senko. We have wacky rig, shaky head, deep diving crankbait, jig, chatterbait, square bill. So this way, when I'm out on the water and I want to start fishing with XYZ, I don't have to worry about going into my tackle box, fumbling around with the baits, getting it on, and then throwing it out there. I want to do all my preparation the night before, so right when I hit the water, boom, I'm fishing and hopefully catching them. And then the last thing that I do is make sure that I have good line and the right line for the conditions that I'm going to be fishing the next day. So tomorrow it's going to be stained water, so I can afford to go up with a little bit more heavier line. I still don't think this body of water is going to be something that I can use braid on, so I'm making sure that I have floor on every rod except for one, and that's my top water rod. So I really want to make sure that I'm doing all the preparation the night before, so that way I'm not wasting time on the water when I get out there, and I can focus all my efforts on fishing. I'd hate to lose a fish either because of old line or a knot that wasn't tied properly. That's going to cost me getting that bass in the boat, which could then cost me the tournament. So I try to get everything done prior to getting out there. So that's everything that I had, guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment in the section below or reach out to me on my website. I hope to make a video within the next couple of days here chronicling the results of the tournament, and hopefully we can cash a check and put some food on my family's table. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.